E-biking's a load of fun, especially after you've been doing it a few months. Although, there's a few things we wish we'd known before we started. Now, most people think that the bigger the batteries, the bigger the range that you're going to get on your rides. Now, this isn't entirely true. With the recent release of those lightweight bikes with the smaller batteries and the motors that don't give you quite as much assistance as those full-powered bikes, we're certainly seeing those low-powered bikes go the distance. You just got to work that a little bit harder, but in return, you get a bike that's lighter that certainly goes the distance. Now, all motors are going to be rated by their torque figures. That is measured in Newton meters, but that's definitely overrated. Something that's definitely far more important is going to be rider skill and learning how to manage that power. You'll see a more skilled rider on a lesser power motor walk all over a lesser skilled rider with a more powerful motor. Remember, power is nothing without control. The e-mountain bike has made climbing fun and flowing. We are even seeing uphill flow trails at some bike parks these days. Gone are the days of riders pushing bikes uphill to have fun only on the way down. You can have equally as much fun on the ups as well as the downs. Choose the right trail and you'll be blown away as to what you can climb on your e-bike. Seat up or seat down? Now that's the question. Now this is a really hard one to get your head around, particularly if you come from other disciplines where getting that seat height is definitely critical to get the most efficiency out of your bike. And with your e-bike, well, you've got that motor to help you climb up those hills, and you're gonna get assistance from it no matter if you've got the seat slammed or the seat raised. As long as you've got the correct gear and cadence, you're gonna get that assist. And the great thing about climbing with your seat slammed down nice and low is that it lowers your center of gravity. You've got a load of grip on the back wheel, and it's gonna really help you up those technical climbs. And if you haven't tried it, I really suggest you do. An e-bike's favourite meal is an unkept drivetrain, and it can literally eat all of those components in just a few hundred miles, particularly if you're not keeping on top of that maintenance or maybe lubing an already lubed chain and picking up all that trail debris. So if you do want this to last a long time, you need to get in there, clean it, lube it, and of course make sure it's nice and dry before every single ride to maximise the life of those components. And just make sure you're running a chain checker too to keep on top of that chain stretch. All motors have different characteristics and need to be understood fully. Some bikes, such as the Bosch, has features such as extended boost, which allows you to glide past trail obstacles super easy. Some have almost instant engagement, some lag slightly, some like higher cadence ranges. You really need to tune into your motor to get the most from it. And don't forget, most have apps allowing you to really fine tune your motor to suit how you want your motor to feel when you're out and about on your rides. All motors will have a sweet spot in the cadence range that you're pedaling in. Now, if you don't know what cadence is, it's how fast or how slow you're spinning the cranks. And if you are spinning them too fast or too slow, you might not be getting the correct amount of assistance that the motor possibly could give you. Now, most bikes will actually show you that cadence information on the head unit. You need to tune in as to where the sweet spot is and really feel that boost. An e-bike that isn't maintained and ridden lots will definitely be a huge drain on your finances. Items such as tyres, brake pads, chain, cassettes are all essential items that you need to keep on top of. And we've heard stories of bikes that only cost a few £100s to maintain for the year, or even bikes that cost thousands to keep running. Now, this is all relative to the type of bike that you're maintaining, the components you buy, how well you look after your bike, and obviously how often you ride. You may have a powerful motor boosting you along uphill and down, but fitness plays a massive part in e-biking, just as it does in mountain biking. If you're fitter, you will in turn have more power, meaning you'll be able to ride further and faster because you'll be helping your motor out and in turn get more range from your battery too. But the biggest gain in e-biking comes from the system weight, this being you and your bike combined. If you shed kilos, you'll simply fly along, especially when it comes to climbing. Now, I wish I'd knew a few of these things before I started e-biking, but get involved in the comments box below if we left anything out, things that you wish that you had known before you started swinging your leg over an e-bike. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Make sure you check out the merch store for all the latest kit, and we shall see you in the next one.